there was a power outage and the internet went off. So as I was saying before, so Testng and JUnit are automation framework used on Selenium to run our tests, to capture before test and after test, and also your past test and field test. So, as seen on the screen, and as seen on the screen, steps and steps to install and set up Testng with our project. So, and right before then, there are several advantages of Testng over JUnit. So Testng is an automation used to create test cases easily. And number two, the test cases can be grouped and prioritized, in and prioritized and executed more efficiently. And it also supports parameterization. And it also supports data-driven tests using data provider, and it can also generate HTML test reports and results representing the number of test cases that run and number of test cases that failed. Well, I think that's the most interesting part about Testng, being able to generate HTML reports, and it is effortless and support integration with various tools like Eclipse IDE and built-in automation tools like Maven and Ant and etc. It supports parallel execution and it can log and be generated. So in Testng, there's no need for you to state after class and add before class in a project, which is presented on JUnit. You can specify any test method name in Testng as a method name to constrain if it's not present in Testng, like it is in JUnit. And Testng also support the following three additional setup, like tear down levels, like after and before and after suit, and before and after group, and before and after test. Testng also go beyond idea of just writing test cases and test group. It is very useful with Selenium test because you can create Selenium server and browser, for instance, before running your tests at all. And it is dependable, and it is very easy to install, on your PC. So we just gonna follow the steps to install Testng on our PC as seen on the screen. So step number one, you go to the section of Eclipse, and number two, you click on Marketplace. Then step number three, you type in Testng in the search box and click the search icon as seen on the screen. As soon as you find your search, you can click on install. So one is being installed, you go back to your test script and import all these JavaScript. Import all the testng.animation after method. Import testng.automation test. Then import before at test, at test. As you can see before method. You have to do public void setup system.print setup complete. Then here it says public void login system print login executed successfully. And then the after test, then after test method as seen on the screen. So running your test with testng.xml file. So we are going to pass in all this script into our Eclipse IDE to run, which we will do and see whether our test is going to execute. And there are different actions we can perform. We have the click action, like like I like I seen in the like I seen in the Eclipse application. So what is the login test? So there are different actions you can perform in the while writing your test. So you can see here, driver.find element by ID. Remember, we have type of locator, we have the ID, we have the class, we have the CSS locator, we have name, we have expert. So imagine we are passing in by ID. Okay, driver.element find this ID or name. So you know how to inspect now. You go to the web application, you inspect the elements, copy out the ID or the expert and paste in here. Then you close your bracket here. Then here you will define the action you want to perform. It's either to send keys. Send keys is just like passing in type, okay, passing this variable. And I think on Cypress is cy.get, then type. Is it type? Yeah, I guess it's type. So then send keys means like type in this variable, which is your email address. Then as seen here, this is second line for the login. So as seen here, he said driver.find element by still ID, then pasting the locator, then the actions you want it to perform, then pasting your password. So imagine you want to perform, let's say, imagine I want to perform a scroll or over or tap or swipe or click. I can always define my action, inside this guy here. Yes, I can see your screen. So I can always define my actions that I want to execute. So do if I do scroll here, if I do scroll here, okay, let me just do, let me do click only. So let me imagine I do a click action here. You can see it's already updated. Yeah, or let me do scroll to as scroll. Yeah. So let's say scroll to, you can see it's already highlighting the scroll to. So you can just hover on it and add cast to the method. So just click on add cast then to update the guide. So excuse me. I think we should just do click. So let me check out this guy. So let me run this test for us to see. So and always take note whenever you are running your test. Always check the console log. So if you are having any error or any issue and you need to troubleshoot, if you check this guide down here, it will always give you where the error is coming from, so you can know how to fix your error. So as seen here, it said in thread main java.lang error unresolved compilation problem. So I think there's a problem on my script here, so I just need to check this guy. Remove arguments. So let me run the test again. So you can see my test is about to run. Oh, it's running on my second screen. Let me minimize for us to see. Okay, let me run the test. It's already finished. So you can see it already executed the first line, and the second line, which is the password, you just click it, then pass in the key. So those are the methods you use while executing your test. So and remember about this guy. So this thread sleep is just to wait for at least 10 seconds, maybe in the case of maybe your internet is slow and you're trying to look for a locator, and just wait for like 10 seconds before the element appears on the interface, and then the your Chrome driver picks the element and execute your test command. So that is that basically. So I'm just going to update my script here and say and says okay, I want this guy to send keys back. Send keys. And always pay attention while you're writing your codes. Sometimes there can be typo error. While you're sending your keys. So that looks fine. So now we are about to download Testng. So for us to download Testng, we have to come to help. We come to help here and we come to marketplace, Eclipse marketplace. So once you come to Eclipse marketplace, it shows you this dialog box. Shows this dialog box on your screen. So once it shows you this dialog box on your screen, you can just click on this search bar right now. So let's just hold on for it to load up. This marketplace basically is just a place whereby you can, install plugins. You can install plugins for Selenium. I mean for Selenium or Eclipse IDE. You can see there are a lot of plugins in here, but whatever plugins you are looking for, you can search in here. For example, maybe I'm looking for a Python plugin. I can just do search here. And it's just gonna search the marketplace and get me the plugin I'm looking for. You can see Python code mix. So I just come here and just click install and install the plugins. So in the case of Testng framework we are looking for, you can just do Testng and click on search button. So if you search for Testng, as soon as you find the Testng in the search box, you just have to just click on install. Yeah. So as seen on my screen, you can see Testng for Eclipse is already been installed on my machine. So you can just click on install and it automatically install Testng. So after you've done the successful installation, so you can come to your project and come to create a Testng class. Testng class, yeah. And then you can name your project Facebook test. Test. Okay, let's just create a fresh project for Testng. So let's come here, create a new project. Um, Come to Java. Supposed to say Testng here. So next one. Is, which application can I use? Junior test. So right click on the project, come to properties, then install, add your libraries. Click on add libraries and click on Testng here. Click on finish. So with this is already imported Testng into your project folder and click on apply.
So before we start any project,
Yeah, so yes, let's try for this property. So let's continue with the Conga test. So we've already imported Conga test engine to the Conga test. And the next thing we need to do is to add the external jars into the project. So click on the project and come to build parts. Okay, and add external jars. Command A, and click open, apply and close. So I've seen here it's already added the reference libraries. So the next thing we need to do is to create a package. So we need to create a package. So can come, I click on a project folder and come to create package. So you can call your package Junior test, test, and click on finish. So right under a package, you can create another package and call it login. And under it, you can create a new class and name it valid login. So right under here, you come here, come to property, uh, come to new, then order, and import new class. So it's already created our workspace to write our script as seen on the screen. Did we get it? Hmm? So we've all been able to install Testng. So when you install Testng, you right click on your project and come to properties and import it. So come on your project here, right click on it, come to properties, click on Java build path, click on libraries, click on add libraries, then click on test engine and click next. What? Yeah, test engine, click on next and click finish. Apply and close. And after then you come to your libraries, you click on your project, come to properties, come to libraries, and add the external jars. So I click on all the external jars. I mean control on all the external jars and import. And import. Add external jars now. Command A on those guys and import them. So are you able to execute it? Select all those jars now and apply and import them. Are you following? Are you following? Eh? apply and close. Apply and close. Oh, yeah, it's financials. Using the test and keep digits. Printed. Change this project name to Junior. Split for page. This is good. Not showing from you can go to them and click another button. So I will drop a copy of framework for us in the chat channel. So I'm dropping the copy of framework on the chat group. Execute our test.
After listening to
Mm. Have you had libraries? Have you created your package?
it's indeed.
Okay, let's do it again. So let's create another project. So are you guys still with me? You guys online? Hello everyone.
No.
So I'm going to take it all over again for us. So I'm just going to delete this project again. So come to your file. Create to Java project. So right on your project, right click on your project and come to properties. Come to add libraries and import Testng. Apply and close. So I click again, go to properties, add external jars in your project. And apply. Go to where you download your jar files now. Go to your download file or wherever you download your Java projects and import them. Hmm? Have you downloaded your GAR file?
Yeah,
Yes. Then import it to this project. Not the standalone, the GAR file, the Java. Yes.
maybe that's not before.
Are you following the step by step they are doing? Can you look at what you do? So apply approach, then come on your project, right click on your project and create a package. So you can name your package login. So create a package, then create another package inside the package and name login test. So mine is already created already. So as soon as you create the package, you will see this at the right side of your screen. What? Name it anything. So inside the second package, right click on the second package, come to new, then come to order, and click on Testng class, then click on next. Then name the test. You can leave it as name test or whatever. Then click on finish. Yeah. So when that is done, you can see this on the right side of the screen. So I dropped a sample framework in the chat session. So check the chat session and copy the framework. Then highlight these guys here and paste. So so go to your chat section, copy out the code I dropped, the framework. So just click on highlight it, come inside here, just clear this and paste. Then once you paste, you will get some error. Just click enter here and add close curly braces. So once you add close curly braces, you still have some line of errors in your code. Over on it, you can see it's a rename file to new Java. Yes, come here and rename file to new Java. So as seen on the screen, you have system.set properties, Chrome driver, whatever. So you need to change this file path to your own because this is another person's framework. So you close this guy. You can go to your um can go to your pre-existing projects, this login test, and file, copy out this file path from your existing projects. So copy the file and come back to your tests and paste it in here. So once you copy and paste in here, then you need to define your test. So we are working on Conda. So change this URL to jumia.com. jumia.com.ng. Let me check Jumia's URL. Okay, jumia.com.ng. So update the URL jumia.com.ng. Then on jumia.com.ng, so this so we need to copy some of our pre-existing codes. So we go to this URL has been defined. I'll just get title as expected. So let's assume we need to perform a login test right here. So we need to perform login test on Jumia. So I can come back to this script and copy all these guys. To add to the test. So okay, let me add to the next line. Cut it. So as seen, so this is a pre-existing script I copied in here. So I want this guy to. So let me change this guy to. Let me check on. Expected title should be what you expected to be seen on the URL once you launch the URL. And let me check the URL to see the expected title. Let me launch gmail.com. gmail.com. So this is junior.com. So where is the expected title? Okay, let me just say expected title be online shopping. Online shopping. Yeah. So then the login part I want him to pass is I want you to pass this information for the login. This is the email address. I want to pass this email address. Then I want to pass this password. I want to pass this password, and then so what I'm doing here. Do you guys? What do I need to update again?
Your
I need to update. I need to update these locators to the right one. So I just want to go back to the application and click on logout so I can inspect the fields. So uh, can I just use Facebook because this guy will be more ready for us because we need to perform some clicks and some over and scroll. So let's stick to Facebook. So let me change the URL to Facebook. Yeah. So we've told Testng to go to this URL. What did I do on Facebook again? Online, the online data. So get title, actual title, expected title, find element by whatever, whatever. Then close browser. So let's run this test. So while you're running this test, you need to save. Then you're running as Testng this time, not Java application. So just click on run as Testng. Test,
send login.
as you can see, is so it only just launches the URL, but it didn't execute the variables, the username and the password. So let's go to our script and troubleshoot. Okay. Okay, let's try and use this framework. So we have before test, at test, then after test. So let me run this by and see. Okay, so So copy this guy. Okay. System.driver. Driver. Driver. I'll get an error again. Let's cut on the scripture. Let's just use this test. So copy this one. So use the previous one I sent already. So let's just try the URL only. So let's use Facebook. So use this script I sent to you. Then don't forget to change the path to your own. Then run the test. So let's just look for the URL. While I fix login. So I hope you get it. How to install Testng. So use the script. Use this script. Yeah, you're running as Testng. So use this script I sent, but change this file path to yours. So did you get it? Are you gisting or you are following?
We are trying to get Java.
You've copy and paste it. Change the URL to facebook.com. Hmm? No, ignore that. Did you run as Testng? Let me see your script. Yeah, let me run this. Okay, let's use the previous URL. So let me just copy and paste this. So use the previous one. Mm. So I think that you think it only just executes launching the URL only. So we have three tests in it. So it only passed one, failed one, and skip one test. So verify title, launch browser. So let's try and run this. Yeah. So this run all the tests. So we have all three tests passed. So like I said on Testng, so when you run your test, you can easily export your report in different formats. So if you come on this guy test output, so immediately you run your test, this test output folder will be generated. So you can click on this drop down button, then you can see you have different browsers. You have testing report 2 by Mozilla, testing report 2 by Chrome, but you are interested in HTML file. So if you double click on this index.html file, so shows you your test details. So if you click on show, you can see it shows your test details. We have closed browser as test. We have F, just F. Then we have launch browser as test. So all the three tests passed. Then okay, this F is coming from the script, so you can update it and said okay, you can just name it launch browser launch. Um, and name it URL, then click save, then run your test again. You will see to have been updated as a URL test. So it's running again. So as seen, you can also check um, your console log from your console log. So set past URL. Let's go to our view test report. So you can click back on this guy and check your test report. So it said only the URL passed. You can see on the screen. So let's check Testng report via Google Chrome. So that will be all for today. So today we've all learned how to install Testng and how to apply it on our tests. So any question? So in the next class, we will fix the login, how to implement, login test with Testng. And also in the next class, we will also pick another automation tool, which is Cypress. I know we all like that one because it's very easy. Excuse me. So any question? Hello guys. I was sleeping.
Yeah, no question.
No. Yeah. So I was asking if there's any question with what we've done so far. Toby, you get it, right? Okay. Um, this one. So, let's copy and paste. Get that one. Now copy the version of sense. So yeah. Okay. Yeah, Oh yeah, oh yeah, epa. Where are the people in me front? You don't have it here. Syntax error. We ran it before now, it failed one now. Check your this thing. Check the file directory. Okay, in the absence of no question, we'll call it a day. Let's call it a wrap for today. So in the next class, we'll be looking at Cypress or Postman for API testing.